and other speakers are advised to mute their microphones during the meeting. However, I request all of you to keep your videos on during the course of the meeting. You are urged to upload using the emojis and through your videos and by clapping in the who are in the church, who are present in the meeting. As a general rule, Toastmasters encourages all speakers and role players to speak on any topic except politics, religion, and church. I hope you will enjoy today's mock contest as much as we are looking forward for that. Let me now hand over the lecture to our presiding officer, our president, and the chief guest for tonight's program, Toastmaster Dr. Sundar.
Thank you very much, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Fatih. Fellow Toastmasters and all my dear friends, a warm good evening to you all. Today, we enter a new chapter in this meeting. We are approaching the contest season. As you all know, we have the annual speech contest that starts from the club level, proceeding on to the area, the division, the district, and the international speech category. It goes even up to the World Championship. So as the baby step, we take towards the contest preparation and making sure that we're all geared up for the contest season. We will be having a mock contest today. So I welcome you to the first session of mock contest of Taj Club for evaluations and humorous speech, which will be conducted today. So I, in addition to being the presiding officer, shall also be the chief judge, and I will be giving out the certain rules as a form of briefing for the contestants for present here. So we will be having a hybrid contest where we have two contestants who will be participating from the virtual environment, that is through the Zoom link. And we'll also be having three contestants who are present here to deliver their speeches live. For the evaluation speech contest, we will be having a test speaker, and all the speakers will evaluate the same speaker. The draw of lots has been done since there are three contestants for evaluation speech, and one of them is in the Zoom environment. So the contestant in Zoom has been assigned default as first contestant. The others have been drawn the lots. So this will be announced subsequently by the contestant. And for evaluation contest especially, when the first contestant is delivering his speech, the other two contestants will be escorted by our sergeant at arms. Isolation area, they have to make sure that they do not carry any electronic devices. No smartphones, no smartwatches, no Bluetooth earphones, nothing. They can, however, carry pen and a bottle of water. Even the evaluation notes which they take has to be given off to the sergeant at arms, and they just have to walk empty-handed in the isolation. This would not apply for the humorous speech contest. This is only for the evaluation speech contest. And when the term comes, you will be called and you will be assigned to the speaking area. For the information of all the contestants present here, those who are in the live environment, so try to stand not in front of this white square. So this white square will be the frontmost spot that you will walk in. Going back, you can move as much as you want. Moving to the side, you can take 2 to 3 steps, and moving to the right, you can take 2 to 3 steps. Stand facing the camera, because there are some judges who are evaluating you in the Zoom link as well. So stand facing the camera, and if you look to the audience, that will also look as if you are looking to the camera as well. So this is about the speaking area. The timing lights are right in front of you. For the benefit of the Zoom contestant, we'll be having a virtual timer who will be pinned only at the time of the contest, and the virtual contestant speech will be projected on the projector. So can we test the timing lights for the benefit of green, amber, and red? Thank you very much, Mr. Timer and the assistant timer present here. So this will be followed by the humorous speech contest, which does not have any isolation rule criteria or anything. You can, all the contestants can be present here when the speech is being delivered. In fact, one of them is in the virtual platform, the other one is going to do it live. so they can see their individual speeches. So there's going to be no isolation group criteria. Are there any doubts in terms of the contest? For both the contestants present here as well as the virtual contestants, any doubts?
Maya, you have one doubt
We shall now proceed to the contest.
regarding the
We have
timer.
already started a little bit late, so
Okay.
I don't want to take too much of time. Let me just jump in directly.
They said already they will ping.
The contest chart for today's
They will ping at the time.
club speech contest.
At the time of green, they will.
Is professionally a ceramic engineer. As if ceramics that are so beautiful and shiny, he always tries to bring in the shine everywhere and he goes to it. And he always works hard to make sure these things are being done. So he has been the brainchild behind organizing today's mock contest. So it is justifiable that he is the contest chair because he is also our Vice President of Education. He has completed 2 parts and also progressing towards the 3rd part, soon to become a DTM. We are all eagerly waiting for that one. And he was the district CSR manager for the previous program year, and currently he is also the Vice President membership of the IT Club. A man who is a multifaceted personality and who is beloved by all of us. Please put our hands together to welcome our contest chair for today, Toastmaster Jijo Bush.
Dr. Presiding Officer and the Chief Judge. Thank you very much. Toastmasters, distinguished guest, a warm welcome to all. It's my first time on the stage as contest master, contest chair. All these years, I was just on the seat, doing for my church to come on the stage and deliver. Be it mock contest or club contest, area contest. So it's a real privilege for me to be a contest chair of large mock contest. Now, why do we have mock contest? Could have been the contest directly, and I'm sure all of us will perform very well. But then there are many here who haven't seen a contest. When I was new in 2018, when I saw mock contest, that's how I got prepared for a contest. And that's why we have this mock contest, so that we represent the best of best in the club contest. There will be many guests here, different parts of Saudi Arabia, and they will see our club also. So this is a point of preparation for all of us to give our best. Will we give our best?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So today we have 2 contests, evaluation and humorous. We have 2 great personalities as contest masters who will take you through the whole process and will ensure it's as close as the real contest. Except guys is ready just for you to grab it. Let's see who is going to take it. You?
Yeah.
You?
Me.
Let's see. They're all waiting for that. So last year, on the mock contest, I was really happy. I will take revenge this year and next year and next year until he leaves the club or I leave it. Jokes are fun. This is our business. We always prepare every year. This year we'll do it again. It's all for Taj. For Taj.
For Taj.
Yes. So today for our evaluation contest, we have a great leader who's going to be the contest master. If I'm VP education, he's always next to me. Meaning, you're supposed to put a message. So I was like this in previous years. So basically, he's a HSC professional, health and safety professional. So I'm giving me always safety tips on a daily basis. Since 2018, he's in Toastmasters. He's completed level 4 dynamic leadership path. Please help me welcome our Taj Club Secretary, Toastmaster Sunil Ridukula, as contest master for evaluation contest.
All this. Thank you.
Contest Chair, Chief Judge, my dear fellow Toastmasters, warm good evening to you all.
Good evening.
My pleasure to welcome you to Taj Toastmasters Club Annual Speech Evaluation Mock Contest for the year 2021-2022. Toastmasters are in a long journey of improving public speaking skill and leadership quality. Irrespective of our own capability to assess our own performance, it's always good to have someone listen to our speech and give feedback. Such feedback will certainly improve the skills of public speaking. Constant improvement on each performance is a task the Toastmasters goal. In order to achieve this goal, we need someone to evaluate the performance and guide to move to the next level. Speech evaluations play a vital role in Toastmasters learning experience. Now, please allow me to get into the contest. Let me begin by explaining the timing requirement and the criteria. Timing. The minimum qualifying time is 2 minutes and the maximum is 3.5 minutes. Mr. Timer, shall we test our timing device? The green light shall be given at 2 minutes. And for the virtual platform, it will be shown in the virtual platform by the timing device. And yellow at 2.5 minutes. And red at 3 minutes. Once the red light is given, the speakers have 30 seconds to wrap up his or her speech. And it will be remain on after 3.5 minutes, so the contestant will never get any indication of disqualification. The criteria. Ladies and gentlemen, the judging criteria for speech evaluation contests are followed. Analytic quality, 40%. Recommendation, 30%, technique, 15%, and summation for 15%. Let me introduce the contestants for the evaluation contest. Please hold your applause until I have named the all. Contestants, please stand upon to recognize and please remain standing until all of you have been introduced. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Jabrali, he is participating from online. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal Qasim. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Dr. Arunachalam Chinaka. So, gentlemen, these are the contestants for today's evaluation contest. Please give them a great applause. Please be seated. May I remind all the judges not be sit beside any contestant. I shall introduce the contestants in the following manner. Contestant number, contestant name. Contestant name, contestant number. At this juncture, is there any questions or clarifications? Listening now. So, gentlemen, it's time to pleasure to introduce our target speaker. To conduct speech evaluation contest, we need always a target speaker, right? So, we have a target speaker today. He is going to deliver his speech titled by I Am Faith. And he is none other than GTM Manas Al-Bukhari. Toastmaster Manas Al-Bukhari, take this for you. I will repeat the speech title. I am famous. GTM Manas Al-Bukhari.
Anyone in this room who really does not want to be famous, please raise your hands. Fantastic. Everybody wants to be famous at some point or the other. Am I right?
Yes.
APJ Abdul Kalam once said, work so hard that your signature will be called an autograph. Wasn't it a really great thought? And I too really worked hard so that my daily signatures is called autograph. Contest chair, my dear Toastmasters, a very warm good evening to one another. Back in my college days, I too wanted to be very famous. I thought being famous was being like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, etc. But then my big fat belly seemed it to be really impossible. I stepped back. My thoughts got erased. I said, let me think about being famous in the social media platform. Get some thousands and millions of likes for the beautiful smiling pictures of mine. But then I realized that my eloquence doesn't bring me a lot of likes like others do. I stepped back and said, let me forget all those things. Let me be famous in the arena of my workplace at least. And I struggled. I really worked hard. And end result, I became famous in my workplace. In 2016, I joined Duncan KSA as a training manager, handling around 460 plus stores with all 2,000 to 3,000 people. I was able to train them, educate them, motivate them, inspire them. And slowly but steadily, my team under me started saying that, wow, I want to be like Manas. And my seniors said, Manas, you're doing a great job. Keep your good work. That was indeed a great inspiration. And I started working really hard. But then I thought it was not all enough. I wanted to step out of my workplace and be famous there also. I started searching for great social gatherings, and I found out there is something called the Indian Badminton Club. Let me build up my energy as well as let's get to chat with a lot of people who play badminton. A lot of sports enthusiasts would be coming there. I went there, I started playing badminton, and as a bonus, I joined Toastmasters because one of my badminton player friends referred me to Toastmasters community. And at Toastmasters also, I started doing pretty well. And end of the day, I was happy being in this community. Everything was going smooth until this COVID-19 pandemic hit us. Things were going smooth for many, but when the COVID-19 came in, a lot of people started shaking. A lot of business models fell down. Some people had some luck. They started blooming up, but silently they did not share the success stories. But they moved their ways. Change was inevitable at every point of the time. And COVID-19 taught a big lesson for many people. And one night, I was sleeping so soundly amidst all these COVID situations. And at 2 a.m. in the night, I got a call. And it was from a boating call from Dubai. 2 o'clock in the night, a boating call. I looked, I said, should I pick it up? Okay, I picked it up and said, Manas, is that you? Yes. Who is this? Manas, do you know somebody out there in Saudi Arabia who can help me find a person? I said, who is that? Who is the person? And who are you? Hey, this is your old neighbor in your hometown, Cochin. I got your number from one of your relatives, and I know that you are quite a social person in Saudi Arabia. Can you get me find out this person? He's having no reach. I'm not able to get him. I got his number. I got the details. I connected with a lot of friends in Riyadh. I looked around for him. Everybody said he is very famous, but he is not known to anybody. Finally, I got to know that he is working in one company. And from that company, I came to know that he is not reporting for work for the last 3 days. His family is not here. His family is back in India. Last call which came was 5 days back. Everybody was in tense situation, what to do, how to do. But finally, I came to know that this person was admitted in King Saud Hospital in Riyadh. I did not disclose, but I asked my friends there to find out more details about this person, but details were not disclosed at all. Finally, I found out a friend in the lab who used to give food to this person, and whenever they give the food, they used to record. And this person told me the last food was delivered 2 days back. After that, food was not delivered. Slowly but lately, I came to know the sad news that this person passed away on the same night I got the call. My dear Toastmasters, what is the point of being famous? When your life just gets swept away from you without even informing you. Gather your tools, my dear Toastmasters. Let us go and work towards helping others, serving this society. And that is exactly what is being famous. And to me, I learned a new lesson. And I'm sure you all would have learned the same lesson which I learned. That is, I am famous and I am really working hard. Back to contest master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indian Maharaj. It was a great speech. And really, we all want to be famous. Same like you. Let us about 5 minutes for silence to all the contestants to complete their notes for the evaluation. Timer, please note the time for 5 minutes. And please inform. Time is up. May I request the contestant, except contestant number 1, to raise and approach the subject now, surrender your notes and mobile phones. And go for the isolation group.
Questions number 2 and 3. Hand over the mobile phones.
Toastmaster Sunil, shall I start?
Okay, just wait, sir.
ஹலோ நான் வீட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டேன்
Okay, are you all ready? Gentlemen, let's call for the first contestant. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Jabra. Toastmaster Jabra, contestant number 1. The stage for you, sir.
Good evening, contest master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Warm good evening to all. Today, our target speaker, Toastmaster Manas, he started his speech asking the question in front of audience. Are you want to become famous? And he attracted by asking the question in the beginning of the speech. What a wonderful speech. Body, from the body, beginning, body and conclusion, it's awesome. The content of the speech, it's very fantastic. Coming to the subject, every individual in this world, as a human being, we are more interested to get more fame, more wealth. But in the real world, we forget that. Each and every individuals who are famous, or who are wealthy, and it is not get very easily. Behind their fame and wealth, they have made a lot of homework, groundwork, and they have made lot of dedication and sacrifice in their life. This message he gave today to all of us as the audience, for the audience. What an energy, what an enthusiasm in his speech. It's really superb. He has shared a story of the person who was famous, and finally, what is his end? We have to think, everyone. There is a famous Tamil song, A.R. Rahman song, Rajinikanth movie, Oruvan Oruvan Mudalali. That it is actually this movie, this song, it is famous all over India. Up to now, it is one of the best song ever. That it is fame and wealth. Everyone, we are struggling. Please don't love this one, quit this one, and work hard. You automatically it will get for you. This message he leave for us. Instead of searching for good things, we have to work hard. Automatically all these things will come. My suggestion to target speaker, he has to include some vocal variety, some humorous in his speech. This will help him to take his speech to the next level. Back to Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jabir Ali. Mr. Driver, please note 1 minute silence for to mark the marks for the judges. Let's call for the second evaluator. Condition number 2, Toastmaster Iqbal Qasim. Toastmaster Iqbal Qasim, condition number 2.
Fellow Toastmasters, judges, and guests, warm good evening to all of you. Good evening. The speaker, my speaker, DTM Manas, he gave a wonderful speech today. He started with a great questions. Who doesn't want to be a great leader or a famous leader? And he directly connected with the audience. This was one of your best strength in your speech. And you brought in a great anecdotes and quotes from APJ Abdul Kalam, which again give you a great sense of responsibility as a human being to be a sincere person in your life. Coming to the vocal point of variety, I could see when you are speaking with a phone call with your boss, I could see a different tone coming from your side, and this also add an interesting point to the speech. And you brought in the humor by degrading yourself by telling fat belly and LOT. This is really a part of humor. Let's coming to the recommendation part for your betterment. I could see Toastmaster TTM Manas, I could see your hand gestures is like in the close gesture. After your speech, I could see your hand come in this position. It's better, keep open position will give you a great audience attraction. Usually, you should not show this space here as well as your back portion during your speech. But coming to the second recommendation, when you are on a voting card, what I observe, the conversation between you and your friend, the volume went down. There you could have improved by bringing in a little bit more sound and louder sound, which will attract the audience again. I feel there was no energy during the phone call. Overall, it was a great speech, and I can conclude by saying the point of recommendation, use on your open hand gestures rather than your closed gestures, and you have to work on your, when it's on an action in a voting call, you could have improved further. Overall, it's a great speech. Thank you, and back to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Gentlemen, please observe 1 minute silence for the judges to mark the plan. Finish. Time is up. Next contestant. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Dr. Arunachalam Chinnatham. Toastmaster Dr. Arunachalam Chinnatham, contestant number 3.
Great Toastmaster, chief guest, Toastmasters, and guests. Good evening to all. Good evening. I would like to great congratulations for my speaker. Gave you a wonderful speech. What a fantastic performance. Now I hope that everyone know how to become famous. He started beginning asking the questions. That means he attracted the audience to become his side. And again he started about the great Abdul Kalam and make a signature in the diary. And then he spoke about the Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan about for the famous of the social enrollment. And immediately he worked on 3,000 people, and then he teach them how to handle all the situations in 2019. And also he joined the Indian Badminton Club and enjoyed how he learned the badmintons. Finally, he joined for the Toastmaster club. And also he spoke about the current situations, COVID-19, and for the growth and development and decreasement. And also during this conversation, he used for the local variety. For he was in the Dubai. During that time, somebody is calling to, hello, Manas, how are you? He's asking that, who are you? He used to for the local variety, and then he said for this, that guy is doing the shared information. And then finally, he said, help the peoples and then enjoy, and you should be becoming famous. What's the positive point of is my speakers? My speaker did a fascinating forming for his speech. The speaking manner was admirable because he speaks well and very confident speech. It was imaginary. He asked the several questions during his speech. That means it's the attraction of the audience. Finally, eye contact is very clear. That means is evidence that he's looking at each other. Few recommendations I will give. Usually he speaks very good, even though I have to give some recommendations to improve his development. He should even more local variety for his speech. It will be great, excellent if you do this, the recommendations. You have made a great steps, and today he speaks very effectively. Back to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Natarajan Chinnasambi. Here, fellow Toastmasters, we shall observe 5 minutes silence for the judges to judge the contestants and prepare their ballots. Thank you, Raymond. I enjoyed being your contest master for the evaluation contest. I hope you enjoyed this contest too. Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience between the communication with time. I enjoyed being your conduct master for the evaluation contest. I hope you all enjoyed the contest too. Now, I shall now hand over the lecture to the contest chair.
Please give a big round of applause for our contest master, Toastmaster wonderful way of handling the session. And did we not enjoy the great valuation session? Right? We had a great thank our test speaker, DGM Manas Bukhari, and the evaluators were as good as him. Please give a big round of applause for all the participants who came and participated. So that was the serious moment. Now, it's time to laugh out loud in our humorous contest. And for that, we have yet another great personality who will be taking us through this great session of humorous contest. He's our contest master for the humorous speech. If I need to introduce him, he joined before me, earlier to me in Taj, and he's working for Interplus company as a chief accountant. Member our Taj BPPR, president of Grand Professionals Club. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Roy Jones as contest master for humorous speech.
Thank you, contest chair. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, very warm welcome. Until now, you have heard in a serious state. Can we change the mode to a funny mode? Are you ready? Relax. Now, we are going to start humorous speech contest. The purpose of this mock contest is to provide an opportunity for all the speakers to introduce the way how the contest will be done and to improve their speaking abilities for the original contest. They can recognize the best encouragement. We can recognize the best encouragement for the original competition to be done. Next. By this contest, we give an opportunity to learn, observing the more proficient speakers who have benefited from their Toastmasters training and to recognize the value of humor in speech. The contestants and contest leaders have been fully briefed on the rules.
The contestants have been informed of the location of the time. Let me begin with explaining the timing criteria once again. The minimum qualifying time is 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes 30 seconds. The maximum is 7 minutes 30 seconds. Mr. Timing, shall we test the timing device now? Are you ready? Green light will be switched at 5 minutes, amber at 6 minutes, red at 7 minutes. From the moment the red light is on, the speaker has given 30 seconds to wrap up his speech. There is no indication will be given that the presentation is going on over time. And the red light will be remains there until the speech finishes. Upon being introduced, the contestant shall proceed immediately to the speaking position. This usually will be the first word uttered by the contestant. But that also includes any other communication such as sound effects, a stage act by another person. Now, we can go for the judging criteria. The first part is content part. It is 55%. In this 55%, speech development 15%, effectiveness 10%, speech value 15%, audience response 15%. Now, second part, the delivery part, which constitutes 30%. In this, physical appearance 10%, voice 10%, manner 10%. And lastly, language. You will get 15% on this part. In language part, appropriateness of language 10%, correctness of language 5%. So overall, you will get maximum 100 marks. At this point, let me introduce our humorous speech contestants. Please hold your applause until I name them all. Contestants, when you are called, please remain standing until all of you are called and acknowledged. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Maya Krishna. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal Qasim. Fellow Toastmasters, give them a big round of applause. Our contestant will be called or introduced in the following manner only. Contestant number, contestant name, speech title. Speech title, contestant name, contestant number. At this point, are there any questions or clarification? Hearing none, fellow Toastmasters and guests, let us begin the contest now. Our first contestant is Toastmaster Maya Krishnan Gulasekhar. Speech title, Family Man. Family Man, Toastmaster Maya Krishnan Gulasekhar, contestant number 1.
Am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear.
Be useless so that nobody can see you.
Dear fellow Toastmasters, judges, a warm good evening to all. 2009, 2009, March 14th, I have got call from one of the leading consultancy company, which is located in Chennai. Hello, can I speak to Mr. Maya Krishna Gunasegaran? Yes, Maya Krishna speaking. Tell me, what do you want? Sir, have you applied for pharmaceutical job? Yes, already I applied for pharmaceutical job. Sir, the client interview will be March 27, Sunday at 11 o'clock. Be ready for interview. Okay, thank you. I will attend the interview. The next day, I asked my father, Appa, I want to go to Chennai to attend the interview. Please give some money for transportation. My father said, what? I don't have a single rupees. Papa, I don't want to single rupees. I need 500 rupees for bus fare. My dear son, I don't have a money. If you need to take my vehicle. My dear friend, you are thinking my father have a Ferrari car? No, he has that old model TVS 50. How can I ride from my native place to Chennai? It's nearly 350 kilometers. Is it possible? No. I took the money from one of my best friend and went to the interview. When I entered the interview hall, the interviewer was very happy. He said, Maya Krishnan, you are the one attend the interview on time. Really, I appreciate you. Sit. And he asked some question about safety and security. Finally, he asked 7 multiplied by 6. What is the answer? I asked, shall I use the calculator? No, calculator not allowed. I said 40. Are you sure? Yes, 40. Okay, just stay outside. I will call you later. When I went outside, I have a doubt. We came here for pharmaceutical jobs. Why this fellow asking about the safety and security and all? I asked one person, sir, this interview for pharmaceutical job? No, this interview for the pharmaceutical interview in 3rd floor. This interview for they are hiring for the security guard for Amman project. Oh my God. Already I gave my passport inside. How can I get it? After 10 minutes, they called, Maya Krishnan, come here. See, Maya Krishnan, today nearly 30 candidates attend the interview. I asked the same question, 7 multiplied by 6. All are given the wrong answer, but you are the one given the nearest answer. So you are selected as a security guard. Sorry, sir, by mistake I came here. Please give me my passport. No, already we selected. Your name is in the short list. You have to travel to Dubai. Sir, already my father is working as a watchman and again security. The sounds are not good. Please give me the passport. I want to go to 3rd floor to attend the pharma jobs. No, we will not give you. Sir, please give me my passport. After that, I gave 500 rupees as a penalty and I took my passport. I went to the 3rd floor to attend the pharma job interviews. I have selected as a production executive in Riyadh Pharma. I returned back to my home. I told to my wife, I have selected as a production executive. So I want to move from here. My wife was not happy. She said, please don't go abroad. Stay with us. Do some work in local. Maybe you are thinking, my wife is too much love and care about me. No, my dear friend. If I move from here, nobody is there for washing my children clothes, washing utensil, school pick up and drop off my children, buying grocery item from local store. That's why my wife always refused me to go outside the country. But this time I want to go. I want to earn more money. I don't want to work as a labor here. Afterwards, I told to my wife, after 3 months, sure, I will take you to Riyadh. After 3 months, my wife started torturing. When are you going to take us? Please wait for a few days. Once I get the license, I will take you. When are you going to get the license? February 31, I will get the license. Leave, shut up. I got very angry. The next day, I applied the driving license. Again, phone call come from my wife. See, the person who doesn't spend time with his family can never be the real man. Understand? Okay, understood. I will take you later. Just to keep the phone. Then I applied for the driving license. Initially, the trainer said, you have to come for 15 days for the physical training. After that, main test will be there. I said 15 days is not enough. Give me 150 days. My dear friend, we are giving training for car, not to fly. Everybody should have a 15 days. Okay, sir. After successfully completed 15 days, the next day main test will be there. In front of driving Sruta, it's really nervous for me. The next day I went to the main test. The Sruta called one by one. Ahmad Saleh, Maya Kirchina Kuna, start the vehicle. While fastening the seatbelt, I wrongly attached to the Sruta side. She got very angry. In the Mafi Malum, sorry sir. Ro Madrasa. I was wondering how he knows my native place, Madrasa, Madras. After that, again, after 3 days, again the same Sruta. Abdul Rahman Najib, Maya Christian Kunajagaran, start the vehicle. This time I wear the seatbelt correctly, but I was looking for the clutch. What are you doing? Sir, clutch was not available. Oh, in the Mukmafi, in the Humar. No, sir, I am Maya, not Kumar. Kumar is in my room, sir. Ro Madrasa. Again, 3 days training. The final test I came there. This time he remembered my name. Maya Krishnan, Tar. Mean in the Kapil. Kapil, sir, you are asking about the legendary Kapil Dev? La. Other TV show popular Kapil Sharma. Oh my God. Take the car. Ella, start. This time I drove very nicely and parked the car perfectly. The Surta was really happy and he issued the license. Once I got the license, really I feel like a family man. Over to.
Thank you.
Our second contestant is Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal Qasim. The speech title is Still Struggling to Get Pass Mark. Still struggling to get pass mark. Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal Qasim, contestant number 2.
Exams are horrible. Exams are tension. Exam, no fun. I hate exam because exam is 80% like that 1% you did not study for exam, or that 1% you did not attend that lecture. That's how exam used to be. I am struggling to get the pass mark. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening to all of you. You will find three kinds of students in each classroom. One is the first rank holder. The second one is silent and non-disturbing student. And the third is me. He takes an oath that he will not learn and he will not let others learn. When it comes to exam, the real fear starts. The real fever starts. Whenever the exam starts, 1 week before I start my planning. My expectations are like 1 hour, 1 chapter. 12 hours, 12 chapter finish. But in reality, 12 hours, only 1 chapter, that too incomplete. Before 1 day of exam, again, I get fever, my parents sitting in front of me, pressing my legs, Iqbal, just to get pass mark, it's okay for me. That's how my exam used to be. And if I remember, I'm not wrong, my memory power is like a Bermuda Triangle. Whatever goes in, it's like one way. I cannot find it again. And I compare this exam to my wife. Why? It's too difficult to understand too many questions. And at the final result comes, you are failed, you cannot success. I was reading a hack how to answer the question and answer session in exams. It was like a hack session. You can read there like the Quora.com in those times. I just read and kept it in my mind. What it said, it's like whenever you are going to study for the whole night for exams, just before taking a sip of tea or coffee, what you have to do, just take 30 minutes powerful nap. And when you wake up, you will feel like you have slept for 8 hours and you feel the freshness and you can read for the whole night. The real situation came now. It was 3 p.m., 3 a.m. and this was my physics exam. And suddenly when I am drinking tea, the hack came into my mind. What I did, I just kept the tea in the floor and just remember, okay, let me sleep for 30 minutes and take a small nap so that I can continue the whole night and complete all the physics examination or physics book. Okay, the time came, I set my alarm for 30 minutes, just slept. Oh my God, when I wake up, I saw my phone, it was 7:30 morning time. Then I decided not to try any hacks during a normal days. Let me try any hacks in the normal day, not during those work days. And I still remember my semester exams. It was a difficult exam and the question paper was set very tough. Nobody can believe that you will pass this exam. Before giving the question paper, the master came in front of our classroom. He started giving set of instructions. The first instruction, dear students, you are trained to be an engineer, not a story writer. Just be point to point for the answers. The second instruction was given, don't try to smile at your neighbor. They may not know their answer also. And this is examination hall, not a place for social networking. Then he said, if you don't study for exam, don't blabber here, just pray to God. And he said, number 4, this world has full of good options and you can choose anything in this world, but in exams, it's compulsory to attend all the exams. Believe me, if you are in that situation, what will be your feeling? I felt complete down. Fellow Toastmasters, what I learned is you expect just pass marks. For sure, if you make your hard work, you can achieve more than 70%. When you are calm and cool before your exams, don't be nervous and don't compare yourself. I am sure you can kill a dinosaur just like killing an ant. Back to contest chair.
Number 2, Toastmaster Barnasi, certificate of participation. Toastmasters, we shall observe 5 minutes of silence for the judges to total and prepare their balance. Thank you, Mr. Timer. I request the tally counters to collect the balance from the judges and hand over to the chief judge. Toastmasters, I truly enjoyed being your contest master for humorous speech contest tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed. I shall now hand over the lecture to our contestant, Toastmaster. Your question.
Did you enjoy the moments? Did you laugh out loud? Yes. And for that, a great session was conducted by Toastmaster Royos. A big round of applause for him. The objective of today was to get real, or if not real, close to real. Was it not? We did not witness something as good as a contest. Somebody senior here can answer. I felt so. Don't you think so? That was success of both the contest masters. Toastmaster Suli Ridicula and Toastmaster Roy Jones. Once again, big round of applause for that. We had our challenges. People are reluctant to come out of their campus. They're still in the online scenario. I don't know. That is one of the reasons for having a low rate, less number of participants. Nevertheless, Taj will go forward with what we have. Taj has not stopped for me or anyone. It will continue because we are aiming at the best. All Tajians here should go forward, not only in the club, but the area, division, and district. And this year we will try our best. And for that, I feel this was the right start. Soon we'll come to the club contest. So this is good preparation. I personally like the session today. Now, let us see how we fared. I would like to call first our senior,
DTM Shiva, Sarah. Please call me. I'll call you. Yeah, I would like to request our DTM Gururajan to give a feedback on both the contests in general. How well we fared. DTM Gururajan.
Good evening, all Toastmasters. Today I witnessed very energetic mock contest. One thing first, I start with the our contest chair. He really made everybody relaxed during his initial speech, and there was humor in his speech. Then another thing really admired today in the contest masters, Toastmaster Edicula and Toastmaster Roy. They had a lot of values. And Mr. Roy, Toastmaster Roy is well known. And I saw today a lot of improvement in Toastmaster Edicula in really conducting as a contest master. Really great today. Okay. Coming to the contest, it was very professionally conducted and it was very nice. And only I just wanted to tell some points, which is the sort of improvements. Regarding the evaluation contest, first of all, I appreciate Toastmaster DTM Manas for the excellent speech with the value. Death is the biggest master which teaches us the ethics of life. So that's what is, I think, is a very great value. It comes from the Indian tradition. So looking into the performance of this one, certain things which I really appreciate, I want to tell this one. I really appreciate our Dr. Arunachalam, because the analytical portion really he excelled well. He really took a lot of time in analytical. So what happened? The problem is you had the content of you had all the improvements, everything. You didn't have time to complete. Am I correct? You didn't have the time to mean two things: effective recommendations. Then overall, you have to say that overall the speech is good. Then telling about is fine. That's very important because there is around 15 marks is there for the overall. You didn't have the time to tell the overall conclusion, summation. You didn't do it because you spent most of the time in analytical. It was really good that you analyzed it. And regarding the equal costing, what I admire is your recommendations were unique. Like you were talking about, now this portion should not seen and everything, because he was slightly was showing the speaker, but it was really very unique. So most of your sections on the delivery portions on this one. I really admire you really excelled well in both analytical and recommendations, but it could have been chances, room for improvement is there in both cases. Like you could have made recommendations mostly on the delivery portion, maybe you could have extended further. And what I admire in the Toastmaster job really is recommendations to bring in humor. Because humor was there. But since Toastmaster Manas doesn't have belly like me, so he was showing nothing was coming out. I was just laughing inside.
They covered it with my lasers.
So, Jobinali, you did really a very good job. What I admired, Toastmaster Jobinali, you talked about our actor Rajinikanth, that one. Of course, he started talking Tamil for a few words, which he could have avoided, I think, in the contest. I admired, I liked it as a Tamilian. Maybe the judges from others, they may not like this one. Unless it's a humor. If you can tell a humor like some sort of Arabic versus English or something, it's okay. But this is my opinion. But otherwise, you did a very good job as analytical, and the recommendations from you also suggested once recommendations. And I find all the evaluators were sympathetic and encouraging the speaker. It was really good. There is always room for the improvement, even for me. So next going to the humorous contest, I enjoyed both the speeches. Both speeches were good. First, talking about our Toastmaster Iqbal Qasim, it was his first attempt. I remember my first attempt in the contest. I was talking about my belly only, first speech. Your speech was much better than mine. Even today, I don't know. The skill for humor is very, very difficult. I'm telling you, after so much experience, very difficult to
make the people laugh, and you did it. Since it was your first speech, maybe you have had some sort of attention. It's time. The next time you will be all right. You will be really excellent. You have got a potential with you for very successful, this one, humorous one speaker. And I find, okay, you also made a lot of punches. I noted on the number of punches. It was good. Okay, people have not laughed, but we could see the humor inside. And again, for the our Toastmaster Maya, needless to say, Toastmaster Maya, you actually you defeated me in many contests now. I don't know it's worthwhile for me to evaluate you, but however, today what I find is your conversations were remarkable, and your speech and your telling about Arabic humor, it was fantastic. Only thing is, I find only the online head was seen throughout the things. Is it a problem of online? I do not know. So that portion, if you correct, then it's all right. Otherwise, I really enjoyed your speeches, and you made more punches in your speech. I was noting down the punches. It was very good. Certain punches you made it very fast. It was getting a humor. Good luck to you, Toastmaster Maya. Only you take care of this camera portion of this. With this, I conclude my this one evaluation. It was really good. I enjoyed it very well. See, when I am not participating in the mock contest, it doesn't. I was taking a very safe question. I am not successful, but you people are very successful. You attempted it.
It was very encouraging and informative session. Next, I would like to call upon our club mentor, DGM.
Thank you, Jijo, for your. It was really a very good attempt, I saw. To first go to the prepared speeches like humorous speakers. Maya Krishnan, your script was outstanding. That's what I felt. And you have a natural tendency to create humor. You uncover humor so nicely in various you had almost three stories, I think. Yeah. So you did create a humor. First, let me see, since our contest will be an online contest only, so I would, as Gururajan said, we need to adjust your camera. That's very, very, very important. We need to adjust the camera and the video and all those things and the lightings so that your movement is seen. Movement. Although I felt when your heads were moving here and there, it was a little bit more pronounced. But still, when the contest comes, real contest comes, we need to see you fully. Okay, and then so you have to do a lot of work on that, your video and audio settings. And I would prefer you to be practice wearing formal dresses, because in contests, that's very, very important. So these are all the things which I noted. And one more thing, what I felt was that when you're having dialogues between your dad, yourself, the shurta, and this, you need to use different voice. It always looked perhaps you are only speaking both the places. You have to use a different voice. Okay, that will bring more connectivity to the audience. Although we did laugh at our jokes, we did laugh, but then we have to make it. Your speech should become from good to great. This is what I felt. So these are the points which you need to take care, and a little bit of more polishing and creating that suspense and then speaking will really impact the audience so superb. So these are the points which I would say. And some of the pronunciation, some of the words which you use, like return back. There's nothing known as return back, there's only return. And a few pronunciation you need to brush up. So when you practice, when we practice with each other, we'll try to work on that. So these are all the things which will make you a great speaker and a humorous contestant winner also. All in all, it was a great speech. Now, let me go to our rising star of our club, Mohammed Iqbal Qasim. Your speech was, this is your first attempt. For your first attempt, you have done so well. What I liked is your stage presence, the way you came to the stage, and then you're so confident. You came and looked at the audience here, you looked at the audience there. So in the left side, and then you addressed the whole audience. So your eye contact was superb. For first time contestant, these are really, I would say, wonderful. And your script. Now, we have to really work on your script. It was what I felt a bit of narrations were there here and there. So make it into a dialogue with your father, your teacher, whoever it is. And the humor was, you uncovered a lot of humor in that. So, and then whenever you have moving from one point to another point, like, you create a teaser so that the audience would like to know, oh, next what happened, next what happened. That sort of feeling you should a little bit you bring. And whenever you're going to create a laughter or something, so just bring it to a climax and then say, oh, I got like that. So these are the things. So a little bit of, you have to work on your script. When you work on a script, so we can really uncover more humor. This is what I felt, but congratulations, you have done outstanding for a first time contestant. What I liked, you have done exceedingly well. What I liked about your speech was that you were having commanding, quality of your voice was so good. You can really capitalize on that. And as I told Maya also, when you're using dialogue, use different voices. Okay, this is what I feel. So all in all, it was a great contest. For the evaluation contest, I think Gururajan has summarized everything. What I again summarize one point is that all the speakers were good, including Iqbal Qasim. Be careful in summarizing those points. Time is very important. So when you're covering the 2 points, so when you're covering by 2, when green comes, try to give recommendation. And when you come to the yellow, try to start summarizing and closing. This is what I felt. Back to the contest master. So back to Jijo Koshi.
Can be successful only with the contest leaders. So let me call them one by one. Please help me welcome our contest master for evaluation, Toastmaster Surya Lidikula. Kindly come to see. Contest master for humorous speech, Toastmaster Roy Jones. Chief Starting Accounts, Toastmaster Mohammed Mateen. The truly fabulous approach from the Southern Towns, a great role, well done. Assistant Southern Towns, our new member Toastmaster Mansoor Alam. Chief Timer, Toastmaster P.K. Philip. Please, sir. Assistant Timer, Toastmaster Parvez Ansari. And our Zoom host, presiding officer, and Chief Judge, DGM Sundar Ramalingam.
Please give a big round of applause for everyone. Our 10th speaker,
Toastmaster.
indeed it was difficult, we made it difficult so that we perform better. Thank you. So, thank you, contest leaders. And now, we have the results. Let me start with the evaluation contest. So let us start from the third place. Third place goes to Toastmaster Jabir Ali. Toastmaster Dr. Nachar. Our proud winner of evaluation contest, Toastmaster Mohammad Iqbal Qasim. I request all of you to please come to the stage. A big round of applause for all the participants.
Can you move this side?
This side, on the side, so that the light doesn't turn on. This
Sir,
side.
can you come this side? Sir, you can come this side.
Big round of applause for all three participants. Thank you. Next, let us see who made us laugh better. So here are the results of humorous contest. Second place winner, Toastmaster Mohammad Iqbal Qasim. First place winner, our area champion, Toastmaster Maya Krishnan. A big round of applause for all our participants. So here are the results. With that, it's time to hand over back to our presiding officer. A big round of applause for our chief judge who did all the homework behind to make this contest more successful. Deep Sundar.
Thank you so much, contest chair, Toastmaster Jijo Koshi, for that exceptionally conducted contest. Although we were lacking in quantity, but there was no dearth of quality. A big round of applause for everyone who got involved. Outside, I would like to congratulate all the role players, timers, Toastmaster PK Philip and Toastmaster Parvez Ansari, Chief Sergeant at Arms, of course, our Club Sergeant at Arms as well, Toastmaster Mohammed Mateen, the other styling hat, DPPR, Toastmaster Roy Jos, and also all the contestants who braved, because out of so many members, you people had the courage, no matter what. Even though you are sitting at home, you made sure that you came through on the Zoom platform and participated. This itself is a big success, and congratulations to you. I love to thank our anonymous judges. Although we call it anonymous, I'm pretty sure you would have guessed by now who are all the judges. But the dictum or the decorum that we follow in Toastmasters speech contest is like we keep the judges anonymous. So you are not actually in the know who is the judge, who is the voting judge, and who is the pressure judge. So it was on the whole a great show. I request you all to come forward. For those of you who are not present here, who are going to see this recording on YouTube, make sure that it's going to be an even better contest next week. It's going to be table topics and international speech. We have our ever smiling and ever energetic contestant, Toastmaster Jijo Koshi, already all set for that. We have the judges ready. We have the stage ready. We need you to come forward and participate. Give away your fears, inhibitions, everything. Contest stage is one way to improve and test yourself where you are standing and take you to the next level. Don't see it as an exam, like how Toastmaster was saying. There are so many things that we have to do. This is an enjoyment. This is what we are doing. Thank you very much once again, and I look forward to next week. So we just have only one announcement to make. That is, next week we'll have the mock contest for the table topics and international speech categories. And for table topics, any member can participate, and you have the liberty in the mock contest to participate either hybrid or physical. But we encourage you to come physical. We want to meet you. There are so many members whom I met for the first time even today. So we want to meet you, or we want to see you, or let's have that energy and enthusiasm. Come forward physically and do it. And the next 2 weeks, the subsequent 2 weeks will be our actual club contest. So we'll have announcements about that in the future. So with that, we come to the end of the meeting. Are there any announcements from the extra members? Thank you so much. So I request you all to stand up for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलसि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाने तव शुभ आशीष माने गाने तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Meeting is officially adjourned. I request you all to join us for dinner. So we will all have dinner tonight, and we will try to continue this as we continue with the physical meeting. This used to be the tradition. We meet, and post meeting we socialize over dinner. So let us continue the same tradition. Thank you very much.